He scores! That's hit deep into left, and that's out of here. Safe.
Rend Lake comes in with a record of 22-18. They split a doubleheader with John A. Logan yesterday. That was their last outing. Jeffco played on Tuesday, and they had a doubleheader sweep of Mineral Area College. And overall, the Vikings have won 4 in a row going into this ball game here today. Warriors lineup will look like this. Their center fielder will lead off George Oquendo. He'll be followed by the shortstop Ray Fuentes. Ray Del Valle will be at second base, followed by third baseman Tyler O'Daniel. The DH Richard Arias will hit fifth in the order, followed by the left fielder Spencer Amons. Catcher Zach Elliott will hit seventh, followed by first baseman Hayden Hicks and the right fielder Daniel Peters. Windy day out here. Wind blowing out to right and right center field. Could be a little bit more of a hitter's day. Could see some wind-aided home runs taking place in this one. Seth Swafford gets the start today for the Hawks, the left-hander on the mound. I should say the Vikings. He played for the Hillsboro Hawks in high school. So Swafford is on the mound. He faces George Oquendo as we get started with the first pitch of the ball game. And showing bunt, taking a called strike, is the leadoff man, George Oquendo. Swafford really has picked up the pace his last couple of outings. He's won his last 2 starts and has evened his record up at 3-3. And a bunt in the air will go foul off the bat of Oquendo, and the count is 0-2. Swafford has a 3-3 overall record. He's making his 7th start. His ERA has dropped to 6.67. He got off to a slow start this year, but has really pitched well his last couple of outings. There's a breaking ball low and in the dirt. The Vikings defense has Jake Lucci out in left field with Preston Aldridge in center. Drew Levi is in right. At third base is Jordan Coons with Casey Goss playing at short, JT Lovelace at second, Garrett Yates at first base, Jim Gilkerson doing the catching. Called third strike on the inner half, and down looking is Oquendo. So George Oquendo strikes out looking. Swafford starts it off with a backwards K. Swafford has 34 strikeouts on the season and 20 walks and is 28 in the third inning, so he is a strikeout pitcher. There's a fastball missing just a little bit outside, ball 1, to Ray Fuentes, the shortstop. He's a right-handed batter. Swafford's next pitch is a little bit low for a ball, and the count 2-0. Opposing hitters are batting .236 against Swafford. Really, the number of walks has been his biggest problem this year, but again, his last couple of outings, he's really had good control. That one's low and away, 3-0. Wind is rustling out here in Hillsboro today, blowing out to center field. And a bunt laid down third baseline, and it is going to be a fair ball, and it's going to be an infield base hit for Fuentes. He lays down a bunt on a 3-0 pitch. He does get a bunt single out of it. He's at first base with 1 out. Swafford did pitch a little bit. In fact, had a tough relief outing against Rend Lake in the previous matchup. Did not get the start that day, but pitched in relief and struggled a little bit. Pick off to first, runner gets back. Swafford only pitched a third of an inning, gave up 3 hits, 4 runs, walked a couple. Jeffco ended up coming from behind to win that one 7-6. Corey Kyle got the start that time and pitched really well. There's a belt-high strike call in there to Ray Del Valle, the second baseman, another right-handed hitter. Infield looks to turn 2 if they can get the double play. Swafford's going to throw to first again, and the runner gets back. Swafford's got a pretty good pickoff move. Most left-handers do have decent moves to first base. There's a pop-up out of play. And down in the hole, 0-2, is Del Valle. Rend Lake, with them being out of Illinois, the majority of their players are from the state of Illinois. A look to first by Swafford, the pitch on the way, and a pop-up out of play. Del Valle chased one high in the zone, got a piece, fouled it over the screen. Still 0-2. Yates continues to hold on the runner, Fuentes. He's got a good lead. Another 0-2 pitch. That sails high. Gilkerson having to jump out of his crouched position to grab that one. 1-2. Off to his lead again is Fuentes. Swafford checks him. Pitch home. Outside, throw down to second as the runner is going, and he will make it there safely. Throw is on the second base side of the bag. Fuentes got a pretty good jump, and he also ran on a breaking ball. He steals second, and now a 2-2 count to Del Valle. Swafford now checks the runner in scoring position at second. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He chased a high fastball. Del Valle goes down on strikes. 2 outs in the inning. That's 2 strikeouts for Swafford. And the batter will be Tyler O'Daniel, the third baseman. Cleanup hitter is another right-handed batter. Swafford will step off, kind of faked going to second base. Now Gilkerson's going out to talk to him. A couple of strikeouts in the inning for Swafford. And he's trying to get one more out to get out of the first inning without a run. Swafford brings the pitch in. Big curveball in there for a strike. 0-1 to O'Daniel. O'Daniel wears number 18. He's from Calvert City, Kentucky, and there's a pitch in there for a called strike, 0-2. And a player from Florida, a couple from Puerto Rico, one from Kentucky, actually a couple from Kentucky. Big curveball and a hot shot up the middle for a base hit off the bat of O'Daniel. Rounding third is Fuentes. The throw will be cut off. And it is 1-0 Rend Lake on a 2-out RBI single to center by Tyler O'Daniel. So Rend Lake gets on the board here in the first. A hanging breaking ball, and pitch was hit pretty well up the middle. Hot shot. We'll bring in the DH, Richard Arias. And he swings and hits this one to center. Wynn taking this one, and a long run for Aldridge. He won't get there. It's over his head and to the fence. Aldridge brings it into the relay man. Rounding third and scoring is going to be O'Daniel. And it's 2-0 Rend Lake. That'll be an RBI double to dead center field off the bat of the DH Arias. And a 2-0 Rend Lake lead. Unable to run that one down is Aldridge. And Rend Lake gets another run. Left fielder Spencer Amons is the hitter. He takes a pitch low and in the dirt. Gilkerson having to get to that one quickly. Holds the runner at second. 3 hits now in the inning for Rend Lake. They have a 2-0 lead over Jeffco. Swafford with the pitch. Down low for a ball. 2-0. Spencer Amons is from Durant, Oklahoma. Fastball misses away, 3-0. Swafford checks the runner in the pitch. Fastball in the outside corner, called strike, 3-1. Rend Lake is struck early in this one. But again, with a 9-inning game, a lot of time to come back. There's a pitch high, and that's ball 4, and a walk is given to Amons. 2 runners will be on with 2 outs, and the batter will be Zach Elliott, the catcher. Elliott swings it from the right side. Swafford gets back on the rubber. Look to second, and the pitch on the way, and that is at the belt for a called strike to Elliott.
What is it?
It's for College 101.
It's from Vienna, Illinois. No players from Missouri on this roster for Rend Lake. Pitch down and in, that one misses, 1-1 count. 2 on and 2 out for Rend Lake in the top of the first. They've plated 2 runs. Looking for more. Ground ball down the third base line, backhanded by Coons, and he dives for the bag at third, and he's there in time. Picked it up behind the third base bag about 10 feet and had to scramble to the bag to get the force out to end the inning. 2 runs, though, score for Rend Lake. They get 3 hits and a walk. They leave 2 runners on. We make our way to the bottom of the first inning as Rend Lake's taking a 2-0 lead over Jeffco here on KJEF. Jefferson College trails 2-0 as they bat in the bottom of the first inning. Leading it off for the Vikings will be the left fielder Jake Lucci. He'll be followed by third baseman Jordan Coons. Center fielder Preston Aldridge hits third. The cleanup hitter is the DH Trey Sorrells. Drew Levi hits fifth. He's in right field, followed by the shortstop Casey Goss, second baseman JT Lovelace, first baseman Garrett Yates, and the catcher Jim Gilkerson rounds it out for Jeffco. Defensively for Rend Lake, Spencer Amons in left field with George Oquendo in center. Daniel Peters in right field, Tyler O'Daniel at third, Ray Fuentes at short. Ray Del Valle is at second base with Hayden Hicks at first, Zach Elliott doing the catching, and a left-hander, Gavin Petrie, is on the mound. P-E-T-R-E-A. They said it's pronounced Petrie, not Petrea. And he's a left-hander, and his first pitch to Lucci goes high and outside for ball 1. Next one to Jake on the outside corner, missing, ball 2. Lucci hitting .330. No home runs. He's driven in 11. He takes that one right down the heart of the plate at the knees. Petrie is from Salem, Illinois, as Lucci started to show bunt, pulls the bat out of the way, takes a pitch outside. 3-1. Jeffco going back to wearing their powder blue tops today, going with the throwbacks. Lucci hammers that one foul. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. Two to nothing, Rend Lake on top in the bottom of the first. And a 3-2 payoff pitch on the way to Lucci. Takes it high, ball 4. A leadoff walk given to Lucci.
Walk to Lucci, we're at the third baseman, number 4, Jordan Coons.
Coons will step in, the team's top hitter average-wise at .472. 5 home runs, 26 RBIs for Mr. Coons. He also leads the team in doubles with 14. Takes a strike on the inner half from Petrie. They play Coons to pull, and now the center fielder takes several steps to his left. Now they're kind of playing him up the middle a bit. Throw to first, Lucci gets back. Lucci has 7 stolen bases in 9 tries. He's held on by Hicks. another throw to first. Coach Tony Underwood at first base coaching for the Vikings with Sam Carroll over at third. Coons pops this one up, first base side, and the wind may carry this into foul territory. It will. Out of play. 0-2 count on Jordan Coons. Preston Aldridge waits on deck. Lucci on at first base with nobody out. And Petrie will step off. And another throw to first. Lucci gets back without sliding. Didn't have a big lead over there. They're guarding against a possible hit and run play. And they're going to throw over there again. Swirling wind out here today in Hillsboro. Runner not going, and the pitch is taken high for ball one. Jordan Coons, team's top hitter, and a .472 batting average. And he pops that one up and out of play. Coons has his fair share of extra base hits as well, with 14 doubles and 5 home runs. And the next one sails high. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Coons. Coons is on base percentage over 500 at 538. Slugging percentage over 700. He's having a good year at the plate. Swings and misses. He strikes out. Pitch on the inner half. That's first out for Rend Lake in this bottom of the first inning. Lucci remains at first base as Preston Aldridge will be the hitter. That's inside, ball one. .317 the average for Aldridge with 10 home runs and 33 driven in. He's one of 4 Jeffco players that has over 30 RBIs. Ground ball hit hard down the third baseline. Picked up on a backhand. Throw across the diamond will not be in time. Aldridge is going to beat out an infield hit. Lucci safely to second.
Now batting the DH, number 17, Trey Sorrell.
Good play by O'Daniel. Just couldn't make the throw across in time. Aldridge runs fairly well, so he beats that out for an infield hit. First and second for Jeffco for Trey Sorrells. Average at .339 with 8 home runs and 32 driven in. Swings and misses that one. Fooled on that off-speed pitch. A look to second by Petrie, and he will look the runner back to the bag there. Infield at double play depth if they can get a ground ball off the bat of Sorrells. Lucci's going. Throw to third, too high. Lucci steals third base. And Aldridge takes second. They had a hit and run play on there, but the pitch was pretty much unhittable. Lucci got a pretty good jump off of second, and the throw was high. That allowed him to have plenty of time to get into third safely. And Sorrells fouls one back to the screen. Second and third for Jeffco with only 1 out. Just a deep fly ball or a ground ball to the right side should bring in a run for the Vikings. 1-2 pitch. Reached for, grounded to first. This will get a run in. Hicks will pick it up, step on the bag for the putout. That one off the end of the bat. Sorrells grounds out but does get a run batted in as Lucci scores from third. It's 2-1. And the batter will be Drew Levi. Levi's average at 284, 10 home runs and 43 RBIs. His RBI total is tops on the team. Pitch is way outside, ball one. His 10 home runs ties him for a team high with Preston Aldridge. He also has 10 doubles. He's one of 3 Vikings hitters that has double figures and doubles. Swings and pops this one up into shallow left. Left fielder had no idea where the ball was, and it falls in left center field. He completely lost it. Doesn't look like he got much help. Levi is going to end up with a double on that play. He drives in a run as well. Aldridge comes in to make it a 2-2 ball game. So just a routine fly to left center field that falls in as the left fielder had no idea. He had no clue where the ball was. There's a big swing and a foul off the bat of Casey Goss. Goss is average up to 339. 1 home run, 19 driven in. And a little number to short. And it takes a hop, and it's going to get past the shortstop. Into left center field. Here's Levi to score to put Jeffco on top, and on to second is Goss. That ball had a lot of spin on it. The shortstop was shielded on that play by Levi, and Fuentes, all of a sudden, when it hit the ground, it redirected the other way from the right side of Fuentes to his left and skips through for a base hit. Goss ends up getting a double on that as he takes second base. Jeffco taking advantage of a couple of opportunities here in the first. They've now taken a 3-2 lead. Levi scored to put Jeffco on top. That's now 3 hits in the inning for Jeffco. Batter's JT Lovelace. First pitch missed for ball one. Lovelace is average at 326 with a home run and 7 RBIs. And Petrie is going to look Goss back to the bag at second. Jeffco's been given a few gifts in this inning. Fly ball that was lost by the left fielder. As a belt high strike is in there to Lovelace, 1-1. A fly ball to left field that Amons had no idea where it was, fell in for a double, and then Goss hitting one a little bit off the end of the bat. Took a funny hop and a funny spin on the shortstop and got past him. There's a big cut and a miss by Lovelace. 1-2. So Jeffco's taken advantage, and they've scored 3 times, and they have a 3-2 lead. Lovelace trying to add to it with Goss on at second. That's in the dirt on the outside, 2-2. JT has 5 doubles and a triple to go along with his home run. He and Casey Goss, those two have really taken advantage of a lot of playing time over the last several weeks. And both have really contributed at the plate as well as in the field. Shortstop now cheating in over on Goss as the pitch is low and inside, 3-2. Petrie is really bothered by Casey Goss at second. Check on the runner. 3-2 pitch. And it's just a little bit low, ball 4 to Lovelace. Running on the play was Goss. He steals third.
Number 3, Garrett Yates.
Lovelace on at first, so they're on the corners for Garrett Yates. Second walk of the inning for Petrie.
Ashley.
And Yates will be the hitter. His average at 268. He's got 3 home runs and 9 RBIs. And now a visit from the manager of Rend Lake, your head coach, Tony Etnier. He goes out to talk with his left-hander, who's really having a hard time finding the plate consistently. And a couple of seeing eye base hits have helped Jeffco's cause, as they've taken a 3-2 lead, and they could add to it. 3 hits, 2 walks in the inning. No errors committed by Rend Lake, but a couple of certainly defensive miscues. Head coach for Rend Lake heads back to the dugout, and the at-bat will begin with Garrett Yates at the plate. Breaking ball misses high and outside. One and 0 to Yates. That's in the dirt. 2-0. Petrie's struggling to find the plate consistently, and when he has thrown strikes, he's had a couple of bad luck hits. Hot shot to second base. That is gloved there by Del Valle. Throws on to first to get Garrett Yates, and the first inning comes to a close. Rend Lake got 2 in the top of the first. Jefferson answers with 3 in the bottom. 3-2 Vikings as we head to the second inning. We're back in 1 minute on KJEF. Jefferson College on top 3-2 over Rend Lake as we bring ourselves to the top of the second. It'll be Hicks, Peters, and Oquendo if anyone gets on Fuentes for the Rend Lake Warriors in the top of the second. Jeffco with a 3-2 advantage. Bit of a long first inning, as both teams had a lot of opportunities. As it turned out, both teams did leave 2 runners on base. Rend Lake did score twice. Jeffco scored 3 times. First pitch by Swafford here in the second is in for a strike to Hayden Hicks. From Pinckneyville, Illinois. Strike 2 call at the knees. I don't think he liked that call much. 0-2. Swafford into the windup. Pitches outside. Vikings will have a couple of days off after this. They're scheduled to play Forest Park on Sunday. One-two offering. Breaking ball fouled. Off to the left side. Jeffco won the previous meeting with Rend Lake 7-6 in Illinois, trying to sweep the season series, I guess you could say, as the pitch is in the dirt, gobbled up by Gilkerson. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swafford kicks and fires. Pop up out of play. Not a lot of games remaining on the Vikings schedule. Regional tournament set to begin on the 12th of May in Joplin, Missouri. Strike 3 call and a pitch on the outer half, and down looking is Hicks. That's 3 strikeouts for Swafford. Swafford got a fastball by him. He was looking for something else. He didn't even swing the bat. Here's the right fielder, Daniel Peters. First pitch is in the dirt. Daniel Peters also does some catching for this team. He's from Decatur, Illinois. That one just off the plate outside, 2-0. Swafford deals it in. Fly ball out of play. 2-1. They play Peters slightly to hit the ball the other way. Fastball in the dirt. 3-1. And a ground ball up the middle. That'll be a base hit. Off the bat of Peters, he's on with a 1-out single. Swafford got the lead man, got the first out of the inning, and then gives up a hit. That happened in the first inning as well, and eventually Rend Lake got a couple of runs. Infield will look to turn 2 as George Oquendo steps in. He struck out his first time. Snap throw to first, and the runner is back in time safely. Swafford with the pitch. In at the knees for a called strike to Oquendo. George Oquendo from Puerto Rico. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. He was fooled badly on that pitch. 0-2. Swafford comes set, delivers to the plate. Fastball low. 1-2. Nice sunny and warm day for baseball, but extremely breezy. Swing and a miss. A pitch on the outer half, and Oquendo chased it, could not make contact. Another strikeout for Swafford. He has 4. 2 gone in the inning. Batter will be Ray Fuentes. Bunt single his first time up. Swafford's going to throw to first. Runner gets back easy. Pitch to the plate. Inside, called strike on the corner. Right at the belt. That would have been a tough pitch to hit. Yates continues to hold the runner Peters on at first as the pitch on the way. Swung on and hit up the middle. That's a base hit. Holding at second base is Peters. He could only advance 1. Aldridge got to that one pretty quick. Fuentes with a single to center. He's 2 for 2. There are 2 on and 2 out for Rend Lake here in the second. And Fuentes, another player from Puerto Rico, has 2 hits on the day. Better is Ray Del Valle. He struck out his first time. And the pitch down at end ball 1. Del Valle is from Miami, Florida. A lot of different states represented on this roster. Throw to first. The runner is going to advance from second to third. It was a pickoff to first by Swafford, and the runner from second base took off. He ends up going to third. He ends up getting a steal, so Peters is now 90 feet away. You don't see that play too often, that's for sure. Peters would have been picked off if Swafford was going to second. 1-0 to the plate, and Del Valle takes it in the dirt, blocked by Gilkerson. 2-0 count. Swafford throwing a lot of pitches so far in this outing. He's been falling behind a lot of the hitters. And Del Valle pops it up. Out in the center field grass, the catch will be made by the shortstop Goss, and Jeffco and Swafford gets out of the jam in the top of the second. A couple of runners left on by Rend Lake as we make our way to the bottom of the second inning. Jefferson College leading 3-2 here on KJF. Jefferson College with a 3-2 lead over Rend Lake as we bat in the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Jim Gilkerson to lead off. Then the top of the order, Lucci Coons, if anyone gets on, Aldridge. Gilkerson, the Vikings' backup catcher, has been playing a lot as of late as Trey Sorrells is trying to rest of a sore thumb. They're trying not to use him as much as possible leading into postseason play. Gilkerson hitting .222. He's got a home run and 6 driven in. He has 8 hits overall, and half of those have gone for extra bases. He looks to bunt, and it goes foul towards third. Nothing in 1 to Gilkerson. He digs back in as the 0-1 pitch from Petrie is on the way. That's low. Gilkerson trying to get something started. That misses high. 2 balls and a strike to the Vikings catcher. That is high and outside. 3-1, he's fallen behind. Petrie did walk a couple of batters in the first inning, and that helped to aid to Jeffco getting the lead. Inside corner, called strike, 3-2. RBIs in the first inning for Jeffco by Sorrells, Levi, and Goss. Payoff pitch is in the dirt, and there is a walk to Jim Gilkerson, a leadoff walk. 3rd walk now by Petrie. He just can't find the plate consistently. And it'll bring in Jake Lucci. Walked and scored in the first inning. Gilkerson will be held on at first base by Hicks. Lucci lays down a bunt towards third. It'll be picked up, throw across the diamond in time, but the sacrifice is good. That's a nice play by O'Daniel. Charging the line, picked it up barehanded, threw across to get Lucci. Gilkerson is to second base for Jordan Coons. Coons struck out his first time, something he hasn't done a lot of this year. His strikeout, only 14 of those now in 126 at-bats. First pitch in the dirt, and the ball gets away from Elliott to the screen, and Gilkerson is now at third. Moves up on the wild pitch. Now a ground ball to right or a deep fly would score Gilkerson. Another wild pitch would do the trick as well. 1-0 to Coons. Swung on, popped out of play. That evens the count. Coons getting closer to 30 RBIs. He would be the 5th Jeffco Viking to get there. He's got 26 right now. Swings and misses a pitch in the dirt. 1-2. Coons doesn't appear to be locked in very well on Petrie. And he just got a piece of that one, fouled it to the screen, and the count stays at 1-2. Also absent from today's lineup for Jeffco, C.J. Rose, who's also nursing a sore thumb, suffered in the Mineral Area ball games the other day. And there's one fouled right back here. Hits the top of the press box, and Coons stays alive. It's 1-2. Ball now caught in the netting between the backstop and the press box. Coons takes a called third strike on the inside corner, and he strikes out for the second time. Second strikeout overall as well for Petrie. Both have come against Jordan Coons. That's 2 outs in the inning for Preston Aldridge. Aldridge had an infield hit his first time and scored a run. Hard hit down the line, foul towards third. Nothing and a 1 to Aldridge. Preston, of course, had been on a big-time hot streak. He's cooled off a little bit over the last few games. Trying to get himself hot again as the pitch is down and in. Taken for a ball. Aldridge now hitting at .322 for the season. Breaking ball, missed down and in. 2 balls and a strike to Aldridge. Gilkerson at third base with 2 outs. Fastball misses outside, 3-1. Petrie had a little zip on that fastball, but it was a good several inches off the plate. That one is swung on and missed as it was in the dirt on the outer half, and Aldridge could not check the swing. Full count, 3-2, as he was fooled on that pitch. Preston trying to come through here with a 2-out base hit to extend the Jeffco lead. That one's foul to the screen. Count remains full, 3-2. Gilkerson drew a leadoff walk, was sacrificed to second, moved to third on a wild pitch. And Aldridge swings and foul tips it into the mid of Elliott. He strikes out. That ends the inning. Jeffco leaves a runner on base. We make our way to the third. Jefferson on top 3-2 over Rend Lake here on KJF. Top of the third inning here on KJFF. Jefferson College on top 3-2 over Rend Lake. South Swofford goes back to work. Labored a little bit through the first 2 innings, but has gotten through, allowing just 2 runs. Although 5 hits have already been taken care of off the bat of Rend Lake. They've been swinging it fairly good. They've gotten some good swings. They've left 4 runners on through the first 2 innings. It'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters coming up for Rend Lake. First up is Tyler O'Daniel. Pitches in the dirt, ball 1 on a fastball. O'Daniel, Arias, and Amons, if anyone gets on Elliott. Swing and a foul tip, hung on by Gilkerson, count even at 1. Pitch from Swofford. Breaking ball, and that is swung on and missed. Daniel was a little fooled on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fastball, got him, struck him out. It was low in the strike zone, and O'Daniel could not catch up. And that's 5 Ks for Swofford. Every inning now, Swofford has been able to get the leadoff man, but it's been the hitters that have come up afterwards that have given him problems. Breaking ball, strike on the outside corner. 0-1 to Richard Arias. He is the DH. An RBI double, first time up. That misses high. Count even at 1. A swing and a pop-up on a high fastball. That gets out of play, 1-2. Swofford been able to get ahead. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on a pitch low and in the dirt. Gilkerson will have to make the toss to first. That's in time. Another K for Seth Swofford. He's retired the first 2 here in the third. Batter will be Spencer Amons, the left fielder. He drew a walk his first time, left stranded. Takes a strike on the first one from Swafford. Seth working much better so far in this inning. Very efficient. He's been getting ahead. That one's outside and low. Bounces to the backstop. 1-1 count. Next one to the left-hander is high. 2 balls and a strike. And a ground ball the other way towards third. Coons can't make the play, neither can Goss. It skips through. Into left field for a 2-out single off the bat of Amons. That's 6 hits now for Rend Lake. The batter will be Zach Elliott, the catcher. Grounded into a fielder's choice his last time up, and that ended the first inning. Talks with his head coach over at third base before stepping into the batter's box. Vikings with a 3-2 lead here in the top half of the third. Both teams scoring all their runs in the first inning. Fastball misses high from Swafford. Amons with a somewhat short lead over at first. Swafford still throws over and makes it a close play. Yates holding him on. Runner not going as the pitch misses down and in. 2-0. Swafford brings it in. That one is hit foul. Or is it going to go foul? Long fly to left field, and Lucci is able to make the catch on that one. Looked like it was going to go foul. The wind must have carried it back over a little bit. And at the wall, Lucci makes a great play up against the fence. Leaping and running into the fence. He was set and he was ready for that jump into the wall, and he comes out of it fine and makes the catch as well. Gets Jeffco out of a little bit of a jam here in the third inning. We go to the bottom half of the third. Jeffco still leading 3-2 over Rend Lake here on KJEF. And the first pitch strike call in the outside corner to Trey Sorrells as he leads off the bottom of the third inning with Jefferson College on top 3-2. That one's tapped foul to the screen, 0-2 to Sorrells. Sorrells, Levi, and Goss if anyone gets on Lovelace. Sorrells grounded out but drove in a run his first time. So he takes a breaking ball just a little bit high and in. Petrie with the pitch. Outside. Petrie with the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes is Trey Sorrells. Pitch went down and in on him. Tried to golf it. Came up empty.
The right fielder, number 22, Drew Levi.
That's 4 strikeouts for Petrie. He's actually struck out the last 3 batters he's faced. Levi will be the hitter. He had a seeing eye shot double his first time up. A fly ball that fell into left center field as Amons lost it. Breaking ball over but low. 1-0 to Levi. That double did drive in a run, and Levi eventually scored. Pitch is inside and plunks him. So Levi hit by the pitch. So a runner on for Jeffco with 1 gone in the bottom of the third. Goss will be the hitter. He had a double his last time up. Drove in a run. Both teams have had runners on base in every inning. Fastball dips down and away to Goss. 1-0. Hicks holding on Levi. Down and away again with the pitch. 2-0 to Goss. And a ground ball up the middle. This could be two, and it takes a hop on Fuentes. Ricochets into center field. Goss is going for two. He's going to be there safely. Levi goes all the way to third on that play. Ball took a bit of a hop as Fuentes was trying to get set up to field it and throw to second and start a double play ball. Instead, he commits the error.
Baseman number 11, JT Lovelace.
It's a costly one, too. Jeffco has runners on second and third. JT Lovelace will bat with 2 on and 1 out. Walked his first time. Big breaking ball in for a strike from Petrie. Lovelace trying to extend the lead for Jeffco, give him a little breathing room. Ooh, and a pitch way inside and almost hits JT, but he gets out of the way. 2-0, or 1-1 actually. Jefferson trying to take advantage. Runners take off. They're going to lay down a squeeze. That's going to go foul down the third baseline. Everybody will have to move back in a 1-2 count on Lovelace. That was certainly the suicide squeeze play because the runners were taken off. One ball, 2 strikes to Lovelace. Petrie with the pitch. Grounded up the middle. The only play for Fuentes will be to first. That'll be in time. That gets a run in. Levi scores from third as Lovelace grounds out, and Jefferson now leads 4-2.
Now for the Vikings, the first baseman, number 3, Garrett.
And Goss goes to third on the play, so with 2 outs, he's just 90 feet away. Garrett Yates is the hitter. Takes it down and in for a ball. Yates grounded out his first time. Swings, it hits it down the third baseline. That is a fair ball. Goss getting a late run out of the box, so he's going to be held to a single. That is going to be a base hit for Yates. Goss scores. Jeffco now on top 5-2. RBI single for Garrett Yates. And we go to Jim Gilkerson. Gilkerson walked his first time, left stranded on base. Takes a breaking ball strike from Petrie. Nobody loosening for Rend Lake, although Jeffco has put up 5 runs now. 2 runs in the inning. There goes Yates. Pitch is swung on and hit back to the screen off the bat of Gilkerson. 0-2 to Jim. Hit and run was on. Now it's an 0-2 count. Breaking ball outside, a little low. 1-2 to Gilkerson. Jeffco has scored twice in the inning. They now have a 3-run lead at 5-2. Gilkerson trying to keep the inning going. That missed outside, 2-2. Petrie comes set. Yates is running. Swing and a foul ball off the bat of Gilkerson. Gets a piece of it right at home plate. And the count rides at 2-2. They're playing Gilkerson pretty much straight away. Wind blowing out to right center field. We haven't seen that come into play yet. I haven't seen too many fly balls hit off the bats of any of these hitters today. Everything's been a line drive or on the ground. Foul ball to the first base side off the bat of Gilkerson as he reaches for it. Count still at 2-2. And get wind gusts up to 37 miles an hour today. Almost consistently at about 25, 26. Throw to first. Yates gets back. Had a couple of wind gusts that have actually shaken the press box a little bit. Gilkerson takes a pitch high, 3-2. He's worked the count full after falling behind 0-2. Yates surprisingly not running as Gilkerson pops it up first base side, and this looks to get out of play. And Gilkerson's at bat continues. It was a 3-2 pitch. Kind of surprised that Yates wasn't running on that. Jeffco has been able to score twice in the inning with only one hit. Costly error really hurt Rend Lake. Gilkerson called third strike. He goes down looking. Pitch on the outside half. That ends the inning. Jeffco gets 2 runs. Again, on only one hit. One error committed by Rend Lake and also a batter hit by a pitch. Helps Jeffco to 2 more runs. They lead 5-2 as we go to the 4th. We're back in 1 minute on KJF. Top of the 4th inning coming up on KJFF. Jefferson College leading 5-2 over Rend Lake. 9-inning game scheduled for today at Vikings Field. They'll play another 9-inning game next week in a game that we're going to do on the air. That'll be a Wednesday afternoon game. They play Kaskaskia. And that's a 3 o'clock start for that one. 9-inning game. That'll probably dip into the 5 o'clock hour before it's all said and done. But again, that's next Wednesday. Swafford's fallen behind 2-0 to the leadoff man, Hayden Hicks, the first baseman. Hicks struck out his first time. And a foul tip as he was swinging away on that 2-0 pitch. Rend Lake has had runners on base in every inning. They've had at least 1 hit in every inning. But Swafford has been able to hold the damage to a minimum, only 2 runs allowed. He's fallen behind 3-1. That's a little low, and a leadoff walk is given to Hicks. Second walk issued by Seth Swafford. Batter will be Daniel Peters. First baseman, or right fielder rather. Another left-handed batter. Looks to bunt, takes a called strike at the knees. Peters had a single his first time. Swafford with the pitch. And swinging away that time is Peters. He fouls it back to the screen. He's down 0-2. Yates holds the runner on. Pitch is taken high, 1-2. First part of the Rend Lake lineup pretty much was nothing but right-handers, and the bottom half is filled with a lot of lefties. Strike 3 call on the outside corner at the knees. Peters goes down looking. 7 Ks for Swafford. Top of the order, George Oquendo. He has been a strikeout victim twice against Swafford. Looks to bunt towards third, foul. Coons was getting a good running start coming in from third as he saw Oquendo square around. But it's foul, 0-1. Now his third base coach wants to talk to him. Top of the 4th inning with Jeffco leading 5-2. Swafford gets back on. Runner at first with 1 out. And a pickoff. Runner gets back easily. And a swing and a miss. Fastball thrown right past Oquendo. 0-2. Snap throw to first. Runner gets back. Swafford nearly threw that one away. Threw it low. Yates was able to scoop it. And Oquendo swings and hits this one into left field. Lucci, a late jump, but he'll get there and make the catch. That's the second out. Two outs in the inning with the runner still at first. Swafford trying to pitch around a leadoff walk. He needs to get one more, and up to the plate is Fuentes, the shortstop. He's 2 for 2. He's had a couple singles. He has scored one of the runs today for Rend Lake. Inside corner, called strike. Swafford gets back on, gets the sign from Gilkerson, checks the runner. The 0-1. Breaking ball stays high. Count even at 1 to Fuentes. Fastball down and in, 2 balls and a strike. Yates continues to hold the runner. Ground ball hit to short. Goss over. He'll throw it to Lovelace for the force out at second, and that will end the inning. A leadoff walk, but Rend Lake could not do anything with it. Swafford gets out of it. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Jefferson still on top. 5-2 here on 1400 KJF. Bottom of the 4th inning here on KJFF. Jefferson College on top of Rend Lake 5-2. Top of the order coming up for the Vikings. Lucci followed by Coons and Aldrich if anyone gets on Sorrells. Jefferson with 5 runs in the ball game on 4 hits. Lucci is, well, hitless on the day, but he has walked once and scored a run. And the other time up, he had a sacrifice bunt. Petrie's pitch is a little bit up and inside, a little bit high and tight. 1-0 to Lucci. Ooh, and that one thrown behind him. To the screen it goes, 2-0 count. Petrie's had an inconsistent outing so far. He's really picked it up a little bit over the last few innings. His defense hasn't helped him out that much today. He's got 5 strikeouts. He's walked 3. And he has hit a batter. One of the assistant coaches goes out to talk with him. 2-0 the count to Luce. Looks to bunt, takes the pitch low and away. 3-0. Lucci's not the guy you want to put on base with a free pass. He just makes things happen. That one's thrown to the screen over the head of Lucci, overthrowing his Petrie. And a leadoff walk given to Jake Lucci. And a pitcher's getting up in the pen for Rend Lake, a right-hander. Jordan Coons will be the hitter. He has actually struck out twice against Petrie. Petrie did not pitch in the previous meeting between these two teams. As Coons looks to bunt, takes the pitch low. First meeting between these two teams, Coons was 2 out of 5 with 2 runs batted in. 0 for 2 though today. There's the bunt. Petrie's going to get to it. Nope, it's the third baseman, and the throw across is in time, going all the way to third. Trying to reach there is Lucci. No, he is safe. He got around the tag. It was the pitcher who had to go over to cover after O'Daniel came in to field that bunt. He was about to throw him out and call him out, and then he stopped and then put the hands across, calling him safe. So Lucci takes a chance. Sacrifice good for Coons. Preston Aldridge is the hitter, with the runner now 90 feet away. Lucci tries to take third and does so successfully because nobody was covering the bag. But the pitcher almost got him. The throw actually beat Lucci, but he slid to the outfield side of the third base bag, and that allowed him to get in safely. Pitch is low to Aldridge, 2-0. Actually 3-0. Preston is 1 for 2, had an infield hit his first time up, scored a run. His other time, he struck out. That misses high. Now it's a 3-0 count.
Hey guys.
Don't pay attention to Hunter's scoreboard.
It's the first time I messed it up. Give me a
3-0 delivery will be on the way from Petrie. And he swings away. Does Aldridge hits this one deep to left. This will bring in a run. Catch made. Lucci tags from third. He will score on the sac fly. Hammonds hauls it in. Aldridge drives in a run. And Jeffco gets another run here in the 4th inning. And without the luxury of a hit, it's now 6-2. Jeffco manufacturing a run here in the inning. Sorrells is the hitter, and he swings and hits this one in the air to left center field. Center fielder's got a beat on it. Catch made by Oquendo, and that will end the inning. Jeffco does get a run, and they leave no one on base. We go to the 5th inning. Jefferson now up 6-2 over Rend Lake, and we return in 1 minute here on KJF. Top of the 5th inning coming up here on KJFF as Jefferson College leads 6-2 over Rend Lake. Ray Del Valle leads it off for Rend Lake here in the 5th. First pitch on the outside corner called strike. Del Valle is 0 for 2. He has struck out and popped up. Swafford kicks and fires. Fastball just a little low. 1-1. That's on the outside corner, and that is in there for a strike. 1-2. Swafford has pitched much more efficiently over the last couple of innings. And here's a pop-up out of play. 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. He has surrendered 6 hits, but only 2 runs. Both those runs coming in the first inning. Big curveball, and that's fouled. One ball, 2 strike count to Del Valle. Pitcher still up in the pen for Rend Lake. No action right now for Jeffco. Swafford's fastball dips down and in. We got a 2-2 count. And the next one from the left-hander for Jeffco. Breaking ball downstairs on the outer half. And the count's now worked full, 3-2. 6 runners have been left on base today by Rend Lake. They've had some chances. There's a fly ball into right. That'll hang up there, and Levi is able to track that one down. Wind's not as heavy as it was earlier, so there's just not enough on that one for Valley to get it out there to that jet stream. One gone here in the top of the 5th. Third baseman Tyler O'Daniel steps in. He's 1 for 2. RBI single back in the first inning. And he swings and hits this one to shallow left. He got underneath it. Lucci will make the catch for the second out. Now, the first 2 have been retired by Swafford. And the batter will be Richard Arias. 1 for 2 with an RBI double today. And he's inside out swing, line drive to right. That's a base hit. 2-out single by Arias, his second hit of the day. So the streak continues for Rend Lake as far as getting runners on base. All 5 innings now, Rend Lake has had at least 1 base runner. Pick off to first, Arias sliding back in. Spencer Amons, the left fielder, is the batter. He has been on base twice with a walk and a single. Big curveball in for a strike from Swafford. 0-1. A look to first. And the pitch is low, gets past Gilkerson, and goes to the backstop. Arias makes his way to second base. One of the few times that, well, the first time in the ballgame that Gilkerson has not been able to cleanly block a pitch in the dirt. He's done a great job up until then. And Swafford has been missing low quite often, so still pretty good percentage there for Jim. 1-1 pitch, fastball, outside corner, called strike. 1-2. Seth trying to get out of the inning here. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch down low and in the dirt. Gilkerson will make the toss to first in time to Yates. A strikeout for Swafford, his 8th of the ball game. He's completed 5 innings. Jefferson College on top 6-2. We're back in 1 minute here on KJEF. Bottom of the 5th inning coming up here on KJEF. Jefferson College on top 6-2 over Rend Lake. Vikings have scored runs in every inning but 1. That was the second. 3 in the first, 2 runs in the third, 1 in the fourth.
Number 22, right fielder, Drew.
And the batter's Drew Levi. He leads off the bottom of the 5th inning. He is 1 for 1 on the day. Had an RBI double. And was hit by a pitch and has scored. He's scored 2 runs now. He gets hit by a pitch yet again. On the shoulder, he makes his way down to first base. He turned away from the pitch. And second time now, he has been plunked. So So he is the leadoff man reaching base. And we are getting a pitching change as Petrie's day is done after that high and tight pitch to Drew Levi. New pitcher in for Rend Lake is a right-hander, Justin Will, as he will take over after Petrie is done after 4 innings. He hits the first batter he faces in the 5th inning, and he exits. So Will take over. Freshman right-hander from Noble, Illinois. Went to West Richland High School. First batter he faces, Casey Goss, and he swings at the first pitch and pops it up. Shallow outfield, and it's going to be Oquendo to make the catch. He's going to throw back to first, but Levi is able to get back in time. So Goss flies out, swinging at the first pitch. The batter will be JT Lovelace. JT's 0 for 1. He has walked today and he's grounded out. He has driven in a run. Gavin Petrie, 4 innings, 6 runs allowed. Some of those unearned due to some defensive miscues. As the pitch misses high into Lovelace. Gave up 4 hits. He walked 4, hit 2 batters, struck out 5. Could be a 7th run allowed if Levi is able to come around. Pick off to first, and back in safely is Drew Levi. No count to Lovelace. Runner goes as Lovelace swings and hits it into right field. It might drop, and a diving catch is made. Throw back to first to try to double off the runner, not in time. Great catch made out in right field by Peters. Robs a hit away from JT Lovelace. That's the second out of the inning. The batter is Garrett Yates.
Next up, number 3, first baseman, Garrett Yates.
Yates is 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Will has gotten a couple of flyouts as he faces Yates here in this relief outing thus far. Pitch missing down low. Ball 1 to Yates. Drew Levi gets his lead from first. Pitch is low again, 2-0. Yates is back in the box. And the Yates hits this one well to deep left center field. Long run. Oquendo will make the catch right before heading into the wall. He was able to brace himself and makes a nice running catch. Robs a hit away from Garrett Yates. That'll end the inning. Jeffco unable to score here in the 5th inning, but they do lead 6-2 as we go to the 6th inning. Back in 1 minute here on KJF. And a new pitcher in for Jefferson College, right-hander Corey Kyle. Takes over for Seth Swafford, who went the first 5, allowing 2 runs on 7 hits, walked 2, struck out 8. Leaves with his team on top in line for a possible victory as the Vikings lead this one 6-2. Corey Kyle takes over, who has had a pretty good season. Has had a lot of bad luck this year, as Kyle has a 1-2 record coming in with a very solid 3.08 ERA. This is his 2nd relief outing. He's made 6 starts. 26 1/3 innings pitched by Kyle. He's allowed 31 hits, 20 runs, but only 9 of those earned, 24 strikeouts and 9 walks. As he takes over after Swafford went the first 5. Both teams now taking their starting lefties out of the ball game and have gone with right-handed relievers. We saw Will come in for Rend Lake in the top half of the, or rather bottom of the 5th inning, and now Kyle's on to pitch for Jeffco here in the 6th. First pitch fouled back off the bat of Elliott. Zach Elliott's 0 for 2. He has grounded into a fielder's choice and has flied out to left. Big breaking ball in there for a strike in the outside corner. 0-2. Kyle with the pitch. Fastball a little high. 1-2. Another breaking ball. That's grounded the other way towards first. Yates has it. He will step on the bag himself for the putout. So 1 away here in the top of the 6th inning. Batter is Hayden Hicks, the first baseman. He's 0 for 1. He has struck out and walked. Big breaking ball, misses inside. Fastball missing away, a little bit high. 2-0 count. That fastball is up, 3-0. Kyle working quickly. That's right down the heart of the plate. 3 balls and a strike, the count to Hayden Hicks. With 1 out, nobody on. Base hit up the middle. Line shot, ground ball, actually. And Hicks is on with a 1-out single. Batter will be Daniel Peters. He's 1 for 2 with a single. That's 8 hits now in the game for Rend Lake. Jeffco only has 4 hits, but they've scored 6 runs. Peters takes a strike from Kyle. And the pitch. Ground ball, left side towards third. It's a foul ball. 0-2 the count. Wind's starting to swirl and pick up a little bit. Here in the top of the 6th inning, 1 on and 1 out. Kyle actually pitched in the first meeting between these two and only gave up 1 run in 5 1/3. He got the start, had a no decision. Fastball a little bit high and outside. 1-2. Check on the runner and the pitch. Ew, way inside and hits the batter. That one got away from Corey Kyle. Peters is hit by the pitch. Runners on first and second for Rend Lake. First time Rend Lake has had 2 runners on at the same time since the 2nd inning. Top of the order now up. Oquendo. Pitch is high and inside. Kyle's put himself in a bit of a jam. Surrendered a single and then hit a batter after getting the first batter of the outing to ground out. Fastball high again. 2-0. Both teams have had runners on base in every inning. There's a strike call in the inside half. Good pitch from Corey. Kyle comes set, checks on the lead runner at second base, and the pitch swung on, hit to short. Goss to second for 1. Lovelace relay to first, gets away from Yates. Rounding third, but holding and heading back to the bag. The lead runner for Rend Lake, Hayden Hicks. He thought better of it. Yates got to that ball pretty quickly. It was a low throw from Lovelace. He had to hurry. know if something was said between the players on maybe a little bit of a hard slide there by Peters. Coach Carroll's going to go out and talk to the field umpire. 6-4 on the putout from short to second of the force out of Peters. I don't know if it was a bit of a questionable slide, perhaps, at second base. Lovelace had to hurry to get rid of the ball and also get himself out of the way. Oquendo's on with the fielder's choice. Hayden Hicks is at third, so they're on the corners with 2 outs. And the batter is Ray Fuentes, and he's now batting from the left side. He's a switch hitter. So now he's swinging in there from the left side, facing the right-hander Corey Kyle. Fastball misses high. Kyle with the pitch. Outside, 2-0. Rend Lake has not had much of a scoring chance over the last several innings. They haven't had a runner get to third base since the second until now. Pitch outside, 3-0. Kyle's fallen behind. Now we'll have to battle back. Came in with 24 strikeouts compared to 9 walks. So pretty good strikeout to walk ratio. He's fallen behind 3-0. Let's see if he can battle back against Fuentes. And he swings away on a 3-0 pitch, flies it to right. Levi has a beat on it, can't make the play, gets over his head. Wind may have played havoc a little bit with that baseball as it was sent up into the swirling wind. 1 run scores on the play. Makes it 6-3. A little bit surprised that Oquendo didn't come around to score on that. With 2 outs, you run on anything, and he only made it to third. Pitch is low, ball 1 into Del Valle. Ground ball left side. Coons can't make the play. It skips through for a base hit. And another run comes in. Rend Lake has now scored twice in the inning. They've made it a 6-4 game. First runs for Rend Lake since the first inning. Coach Carroll's heading out to the mound, and Corey Kyle is going to exit. A new pitcher in for Jeffco. Kyle pitches 2/3 of the 6th inning. And a new hurler coming in. And Jefferson College goes to the pen once again. Justin Springer takes over, the right-hander, who's been throwing out of the pen pretty much the whole season and has thrown very well, too. He's making his 12th appearance. He has a 1-0 record with a 3.26 ERA. 19 1/3 innings pitched, only 14 hits allowed, 11 runs, 7 earned. He has struck out 19. He's walked 13. With 2 on and 2 out, he will face Tyler O'Daniel, the third baseman. Swing and a miss as he took a big hack at that high fastball from Springer. 3 hits in the inning, all singles off the bats of Rend Lake. They've scored twice to pull to within 2 runs. Big curveball in there for a strike. 0-2. Springer comes set, checks on the lead runner. The pitch home. Another big curve, misses up and in. Next offering on the way. Another curve, swung on, and this one hit the left. Drifting over near the line, and the catch made by Lucci to end the inning. 2 runs do come in to score off of reliever Corey Kyle, but Springer finishes it out. And we head to the bottom of the 6th inning with Jefferson College now leading 6-4 over Rend Lake here on KJEF. Bottom of the 6th inning coming up, Jefferson College on top by a score of 6-4. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Game scheduled to go 9. Just one 9-inning game being played between these two teams today. They played one 9-inning game earlier this year in Illinois. Jeffco won that one 7-6. Vikings had a 5-1 lead at one point in that game, and Rend Lake came back with a 5-run 7th inning to lead at that point 6-5. But Jeffco got 2 runs in the top of the 8th and held on for a 7-6 win. Jim Gilkerson leads it off for the Vikings in the bottom of the 6th.
How about number 21, the catcher, Jim Gilkerson?
He will face Justin Will. First pitch, swung on and fouled towards third. Gilkerson's 0 for 1. He's walked and struck out. That pitch dips inside. 1-1 to Gilkerson. Right-hander deals it in. That's in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike to Gilkerson. Leads off the bottom of the 6th inning. Jeffco leading 6-4. Swung on, hit to third. Gloved by O'Daniel. He will throw across and get Gilkerson by a couple of steps. 1 gone in the bottom of the 6th inning, and the top of the order up, Jake Lucci. Lucci has been on base twice today. 2 walks, 2 runs scored, and he also has a sacrifice bunt. Doing what a leadoff man is supposed to do. Get on base, lay down bunts when needed. He's made a lot of plays out in left field today, too. The ball's been hit his way several times. First pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1. Lucci is still looking for his first home run of the season. Breaking ball in for a strike from Will. 1-1. And strike 2. That went in at the knees. Ball in, 2 strikes to Lucci. That misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lucci back in the box. And he swings and pops it up in a shallow center. That's going to get down. A little looping line drive. Kind of forces that one out to center field. May have been jammed a little bit. But it's a base hit nonetheless for Lucci. He's on base for the 3rd time. A 1-out single. First hit for the Vikings since the 3rd inning. Jordan Kuhn steps in, still looking for his first hit. 0 for 2. He has struck out twice and has a sacrifice bunt. Lucci on at first base. Kuhns fouls off the first pitch he sees. 0-1. Kuhns has got to keep that batting average up there. Came in hitting .472. He's 0 for 2, so that's dropped a little. Lucci with a good lead at first and shortens it a little. Ground ball the other way. That gets through for a base hit. Lucci will have to hold at second. Single off the bat of Jordan Kuhns. First and second for Jeffco with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. To the plate will be Preston Aldridge. Aldridge is a 1 out of 2 today.
Number 7, center fielder, Preston Aldridge.
He singled, stole a base, scored a run in the 1st inning, struck out in the 2nd. In the 4th, he had a sacrifice fly to left field. He bats with 2 on and 1 out. Pitch dips low, ball 1. Jeffco looking to answer right back after Rend Lake got 2 runs in the top half of this inning to pull to within 2 runs of the lead. Jeffco trying to extend that lead yet again. Back-to-back singles for Jeffco. That pitch misses low. 2-0 to Aldridge. So far, the first 2 pitches he has seen, breaking balls. Will checks on the lead runner, Lucci. And there's a swing and a drive to center. And Oquendo will make the catch. Lucci will draw the throw. But he will hold at second base. Aldridge flies out to center for the second out, and it's up to Trey Sorrells. Sorrells is 0 for 3 with a run batted in. RBI ground out in the first inning, struck out in the third. He flied to center in the fourth. Look to second base, the pitch. Swung on and hit to the shortstop. Line drive off the bat of Sorrells. Right to the shortstop, Fuentes. That ends the inning. Jeffco leaves a couple of runners on. We go to the 7th. The Vikings lead 6-4 over Rend Lake here on 1400 KJF. Top of the 7th inning coming up here on KJF as a 9-inning game is scheduled between Jeffco and Rend Lake. The Vikings lead it 6-4. Top of the 7th, Justin Springer remains on the hill. He came on in relief and got the last out of the 6th inning and now stays in. It looks like a pinch hitter may be coming in for Richard Arias. Big kid too, number 34. Zach LeBouy. 6'5", 225-pound freshman from Benton, Illinois. I guess he will now take over as the DH, as Richard Arias is done after a 2 for 3 day. Pitch is low for ball 1 from Springer. Pitch to LeBouy, swung on, popped up and out of play, and that'll even the count. LeBouy bats here with Amons on deck. Zach Elliott, the catcher, due up 3rd in the inning. One ball, 1 strike to LeBouy. Pitch on the way from Springer. That is right on the outside corner. Strike call, it's 1-2. That one misses outside. 1-1 actually with 1 out. Breaking ball right back to the mound. Gloved by Springer and throws on to first. He for the out. That's 2 away. Quick inning so far for Springer. Fly out, now a ground out. Zach Elliott, who's 0 for 3, steps in. Big breaking ball in for a strike. Another slider that's in there. Nothing at 2. Springer really throwing a lot of breaking pitches today, and he's been getting them over. Here's the 0-2. They set up on the outside half. It's a fastball called 3rd strike on the outside corner. Elliott goes down looking. First strikeout for Springer. And that will end the top of the 7th inning. We go to the bottom half in this 9-inning affair. Jefferson College leading 6-4 over Rend Lake here on KJF. 9-inning games scheduled between these two, and as we approach that 3 o'clock hour, the Vikings have a 6-4 advantage. And it's going to be Drew Levi, Casey Goss, and JT Lovelace if anyone gets on Garrett Yates. Vikings with a 2-run lead. 6 runs on 6 hits for Jeffco, no errors. 4 runs, 9 hits for Rend Lake with 1 error. Although battling the swirling wind today has not been easy for the outfielders. We've seen a couple of balls drop in that maybe should have been caught, but not errors.
Drew Levi.
Levi has one of those hits that should have been caught. It was an RBI double back in the first inning. He eventually scored. That was a ball that was hit to left center that just dropped in, and there's a pitch inside on him. Ball 1. He has been hit by a pitch twice in his last 2 at-bats. One time reaching and scoring a run. And he swings and fouls that one towards first. One ball, 1 strike to Levi. Looking for something to hit. He hasn't really been able to swing the bat since the first inning. He now is facing Will for the first time. He has thrown scoreless 2 innings in relief. That's high and outside, 2-1. Wind continues to blow out to right center field and at times to dead center field. Swing and a miss by Levi. Pitch on the outer half from Will. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Levi's been on base 3 times today, trying to get on for the 4th time. That's outside, a little bit off the plate. 3-2. Here is the payoff pitch from Will to Levi. Breaking ball popped up and out of play. Count rides full, 3-2. And a high school game coming up a little bit later on as Seckman will take on Windsor. 4:15 scheduled start for that one. There's a hot shot, base hit up the middle off the bat of Levi. And he is trying to turn it into a hustle double. The throw there will not be in time. And Drew Levi's got himself a leadoff double. It was a base hit up the middle, more towards the right center side. That ball was just smoked. They were playing him to extremely pull the ball, and he got it past the second baseman. He really had no shot at that hard hit baseball. But he turns that single into a double on a hustle play. He didn't even hesitate. He was around first on his way to second. And he reached safely. Leadoff double for Levi. Here's Casey Goss. Pops that one up and out of play. Goss is 1 for 3 with an RBI double. He's also reached on an error and scored and has flied to center. That off-speed pitch is in. Called strike, 0-2 to Goss. Check on the runner at second. And Goss with a base hit to right. Hot shot makes its way through. They're going to wave in Levi. Here comes the throw. Cut off. They're going to second. And they will get Goss at second base. Levi scores on the base hit by Goss, but he's thrown out. Trying to extend it to second base, thinking maybe the ball was going to be thrown home and he could take advantage and go to second. He ends up getting thrown out there. But he does drive in a run. Levi scores and makes it 7-4, Jeffco. Third time today that Drew Levi has come around to score. And a bunt laid down by JT Lovelace. He is going to reach on an infield single. Lovelace lays down the bunt. He's on base for the second time in the game with his first hit now. He had a walk earlier in the game. And Garrett Yates will step in. Throw to first. Lovelace gets back. Into the 3 o'clock hour, you're listening to Jefferson College Baseball on 1400 KJFF, Festus, Crystal City, Herculaneum, Peevely. Ground ball left side, third baseman over has it to second for one. On to first, double play. Turned by Rend Lake, and that ends the inning. Jeffco does get a run in the inning on 3 hits. Nobody left on base. We go to the 8th. Jefferson College on top 7-4 over Rend Lake here on KJF. Coming in for Jeffco to get an inning of relief work is Jake Bax, a left-hander. The lefty for Jeffco has a record of 1-0. He's making his 8th appearance, all in relief. 4.32 ERA, 8 1/3 innings total. He has allowed only 5 hits, 6 runs, 4 of those earned. He has struck out 7. He's walked 5. Opposing hitter is only hitting 167 against him. And Bax will try to get through the 8th inning, possibly give it to the closer Huddleston in the 9th. But Bax will take over here in the 8th inning. He will face Hicks, Peters, and Oquendo. If anyone gets on, Fuentes. Justin Springer goes an inning and a third of scoreless ball. Did not allow a base runner. He struck out 1. Very effective and efficient relief outing for Justin Springer. And now they send it to Jake Bax here in the 8th inning. Seth Swafford still in line to get the win in this one. He went the first 5 innings, allowing 2 runs on 7 hits with 8 strikeouts and 2 walks. In line for the victory. If the bullpen holds it. The bullpen has been very reliable throughout virtually the entire season, so I don't see why they can't hang on for another win for one of their starters today. Hayden Hicks, the first baseman, leads it off. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a single and a walk. He has scored once. And a strike at the knees from Jake Bax, 0-1. Fastball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a ground ball, tapped towards short, knocked down, and Goss can't make the play. Ball caroms off into center field. That'll be an error on Goss. Looked like he started to set himself, and the ball misdirected on him just a little bit. Looked a little awkward how he was trying to field it. Hicks is on with an error. Our leadoff man is on for Rend Lake here in the 7th inning, or 8th inning, excuse me. Daniel Peters, the right fielder, steps in. He's been on base twice. And the pitch, inside and high. Get out of the way. Peters singled in the 2nd inning, stole a base, left stranded, struck out looking in the 4th. He was hit by a pitch in the 6th and was forced out. And he takes a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Bax gets back on, hoping for a ground ball double play. Belt high strike. Caught that outer half. 1-2. Bax checks on the runner at first base. Short lead there. Pitch is thrown behind Peters, and lunging for that one and able to make the catch is Gilkerson. That one got away from Jake a little bit. 2-2. Backs will step off. Short lead at first base for Hicks, held on by Garrett Yates. And the pitch is a called third strike at the knees on the outside half, and down looking is Peters for the first out. First strikeout as well for Backs. Top of the order, George Oquendo. He's 0 for 4. Pitch is low to him, ball 1. He has struck out twice, he's fly to left, and he's reached on a fielder's choice and has scored a run. And he fouls that one back to the screen. One ball, one strike to Oquendo. Backs, kicks, and fires. Down and in, ball 2. Was thinking at the beginning of the game this one may be a slugfest with the wind blowing out. Hasn't really been the case. Ground ball to second. Lovelace flips it to Goss for 1. To first, double play. 4-6-3, turned by Jeffco, gets them out of the top of the 8th inning. We go to the bottom half with Jefferson College still on top 7-4 over Rend Lake. We're back in 1 minute here on KJF. Bottom of the 8th inning on 1400 KJFF. Jefferson College on top 7-4 over Rend Lake. Last chance for the Vikings to extend the lead before they go for the win in the next half inning. Jim Gilkerson will lead off, followed by Jake Lucci and Jordan Coons. If anyone gets on, Preston Aldridge. Gilkerson is 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. The walk came in the second inning. He was left stranded on base. He struck out in the third, grounded out to third base in the 6th inning. He now faces Will for the second time, and the pitch misses high for a ball. Will has thrown 3 innings of relief. He's allowed 1 run on 5 hits. Swing and a miss by Gilkerson. 1-1. Jeffco now with 9 hits in the ball game. They've had 5 of those hits in the last 2 innings, but they've only been able to score once. That dips low. 2-1 to Gilkerson. Action in the bullpen for Jeffco. We may see Huddleston in the 9th. Here's a foul ball off the bat of Gilkerson. 1 ball, or check that, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Will into the windup. In the dirt, full count, 3-2. Gilkerson looking for his first hit of the day. Payoff pitch. Swung on, hit down the left field line. That's a base hit into the corner. Gilkerson rounding first. On his way to second. It'll be a leadoff double. And there is the first hit of the afternoon for Jim Gilkerson. On base for the second time. First hit. And it's a double. So a runner into scoring position for the top of the order, Jake Lucci. Lucci is 1 for 1. He's walked twice, has a sacrifice bunt, but his last time up he singled. Will checks on Gilkerson, and the pitch is bunted in the air, out of play. Left side. Hits the top of the third base dugout and then out of play. Lucci back into the box, 0-1 the count. Squares to bunt again. It's in the air, and the third baseman will make the catch, O'Daniel. Lucci was trying to put on a bunt and a sacrifice and got it in the air, and it's caught for the first out. Jordan Coons will be the hitter. He's 1 for 3. Singled his last time up. Prior to that, a sacrifice in the 4th inning. Struck out in the 2nd, struck out in the 1st. Coons with an RBI chance as he takes a strike on the outside corner at the knees. Will trying to pitch around a leadoff double. Fastball inside, 1-1. Vikings looking for their 33rd victory of the season. Trying to add to a 3-run lead here in the 8th. Off-speed pitch dips low, taken by Coons, 2-1. Will has not been able to get his breaking stuff over. Jeffco's been able to get some solid hits off him in the last couple of innings. There's another breaking ball, but that's in at the belt for a strike. 2-2. Coons didn't like that call very much. Coons is back in, ready at home plate, ready in the box. Gilkerson leads from second. A 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled. Coons looking for his second hit of the day. No ribbies for Coons. Has a chance here, though, with Gilkerson at second base. That one's fouled back to the screen. Had a good hack at that pitch. Count rides at 2-2. Jefferson trying to sweep the 2-game series of the season against Rend Lake. Here it comes again, and Coons swings and hits this one. Right center field, long run, and the catch is made by Oquendo. And Gilkerson has to hold at second base. Coons gave it a ride into right center field. Oquendo made another pretty good catch on the run out there. That's out number 2. Aldridge will step in, who is a 1 for 3 on the day. Singled in the first inning. Since then, he has struck out. He has a sacrifice fly for a run batted in, and he's flied out to center. Breaking ball in there for a strike from Will. Will comes set, looks to second. And Aldridge swings and a mile-high fly ball left center field. And Oquendo near the track will haul it in. That'll end the bottom of the 8th inning. Jeffco leaves a runner on base. Strand a leadoff double by Gilkerson. We go to the 9th. Jefferson College trying to secure a win. They lead it 7-4 here on KJEF. It's a save opportunity for James Huddleston as he comes in relief. He has 7 saves on the season. He's making his 19th appearance overall, a 1-0 record with a 3.20 ERA. 19 2/3 innings pitched by Huddleston. He's allowed 19 hits, 7 runs, all of those earned. He has struck out 22. He's walked 7. Hard-throwing right-hander that has taken on the closer's role this year. Last year he was more of a setup man for Robbie Wirt. And now he's closing out the games for Jeffco and looking for his 8th save of the season. He will face the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Rend Lake. Fuentes, Del Valle, and O'Daniel, if anyone gets on LaBouille. Seven to 4 Vikings, a 3-run advantage as they try to get a win here this afternoon in a 9-inning affair. Vikings will have tomorrow off and Saturday off as well. They're scheduled to play at Forest Park on Sunday. Of course, we have a weekend coming up of possible rain, so it could be hit or miss. Fuentes digs in. First pitch by Huddleston is down low and inside. Fuentes has 3 singles, 3 out of 4. He's driven in a run, and he has scored once. Fouls that one back to the screen, had a good cut at that. Jake Bax pitched a scoreless 8th inning, giving up 1 hit, or no hits actually, struck out 1, scoreless 8th. And now Huddleston trying to finish it. The 1-1 pitch, down low. Two balls and a strike. And this one swung on, hit well to center field. Back to the track and over the fence for a home run. Fuentes hits it out. A solo shot to center field off of Huddleston. Makes it 7 to 5. So Rend Lake now pulls within 2 runs here in the top of the 9th. Fuentes sends it out to dead center field. And now stepping in will be Del Valle, who's 1 for 4. That misses low. Del Valle singled and drove in a run his last time up. Shows bunt on that pitch as it misses outside, 2-0. Del Valle struck out in the 1st inning, popped up to short in the 2nd, fly to right in the 5th as he takes a strike in the outside corner. And his RBI single came in the 6th inning. 2 balls and a strike now the count. Huddleston brings it in. And a bunt laid down. And it'll be picked up by Gilkerson. Throw to first will not be in time, and it's down the right field line, but backing up on the play is Colton Davis, who's now at second base. That's an infield hit there for Del Valle. Gilkerson's throw, even if it had been online, probably would not have gotten him. They're going to say foul ball. Yes, they are. They're going to say Del Valle fouled that off his body as he tried to square around the bunt. So they're going to make him hit again. Take away the hit and the base runner. With that being a bunt foul, it's a 2-2 count. And a breaking ball, strike 3 call on that outside corner at the knees. Strikeout for Huddleston, his first in the outing. That's 1 away. And a foul ball out of play with a hard slider there from Huddleston. Off the bat of Tyler O'Daniel. He's 1 for 4 on the day. Another breaking ball. This one popped up first base side, giving it a look is Yates. And it's just on the other side, out of play. 0-2, Huddleston getting ahead of O'Daniel. O'Daniel had an RBI single and scored a run in the 1st inning, then since that time has struck out and has flied out to left field twice. Fastball just misses away. 1-2. Breaking ball just dipped low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jefferson trying to hang on. They lead 7-5 here in the 9th. Fastball hit sharply to short. Goss up with it. Throws low, and Yates is able to scoop it out and keep his foot on the bag. That's 2 outs. And now it's up to Zach LeBouy. Pitches inside for a ball. His only plate appearance, which came in the 7th inning, he popped up. Big cut and a miss, 1-1. Rend Lake down to their final out. Huddleston's pitch, a little low, 2-1. Fastball down and in. 3 balls at a strike. LeBouy will be probably sitting on the fastball here. 3-1 pitch from Huddleston. Down low, walked him. 2-out walk issued to LeBouy. That brings the tying run to the plate. Spencer Amons. Coach Evers heading out to the mound to talk to Huddleston. Amons will be the hitter, who's 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Tying run on base for Rend Lake here in the top of the 9th. Vikings leading 7-5. Coach Evers heads back to the dugout. And Huddleston is ready for the next batter with a runner on base. Fastball driven foul to the left side. Huddleston comes right after the hitter gets ahead. Pick off to first, runner back. A 1 pitch. Fouled off to the left again. And that puts Amons down in the count, 0-2. Jeffco trying to finish this one out. Leading 7-5 here in the 9th inning. Huddleston trying to finish it. Secure a victory for Seth Swafford. And the pitch. Outside. 1-2. Huddleston comes set, and the pitch. Breaking ball, called third strike, and that will do it. That sharp slider catching that outside corner, and Huddleston finishes it out. And Jeffco wins it by a score of 7-5 here in 9 innings over Rend Lake.